Welcome to the Nothing Much Just Chillin' Show with your hosts Emma and Julio. Nothing much, just chillin' show. Nothing much, just a chillin'.
Yeah, it's fine.
Testing.
It looks amazing.
All right. Welcome back to NMJC. We have a very special guest today. And Julio and I actually recorded this episode last week.
Well, not this specific one.
Right. We recorded an episode together last weekend, but the audio was fucked. Like, it was
I found out too late.
staticky. There was a cord that was broken. Is that what you said?
Yeah, the XLR that came with this microphone that I use a long time ago. It's not the best one in the world. It just kind of comes with the package, but it finally crapped out. But I didn't know. And we didn't check because I didn't
the hard way.
try with headphones. I don't know if you're watching, but I got some fancy new headphone covers, and I love them.
Yeah, Julio looks sick right now with his but I'm glad you're doing that just to make sure, because that sucked. We recorded a really good episode last week, but I don't know. And I was going to release it with just the photo booth audio where I record the video from, but I don't know. I want to give you guys quality.
Nothing but quality here.
Nothing
on
but
NMJC.
quality here. And, I don't have a rigid schedule this time of doing it. I'm just kind of doing it as I can because y'all
Life.
know it's just, life, hectic, gotta make money, gotta sort my career out. It's actually going pretty well right now. So
you're doing really well, and I'm really proud of you. And it's a joy to watch. Seriously. I love it. I love watching you win and, see the fruits of your labor, because you put in a lot of work. And I always knew, and I always know, that it's only a matter of time before you kind of like pop off, Yeah. And you're getting steady work and you're doing cool stuff, and it's awesome.
A lot of behind the scenes stuff, and stuff I can't really talk about, but those NDAs.
Ooh. That's how you know it's big time.
But anyways, thank you.
You're welcome.
I love you.
I love you.
But we've had a week. Well, we kind of went into like our East Coast tour in the episode that we recorded last week. It seems like a while ago that we did that.
Yeah, it's a blur at this point.
I don't even remember. Like, were we on the East Coast? Like,
Might as well have been last year.
But it was a really nice time. All I will say about it is that it always feels like it's gonna be more time than it actually is when we are with family and friends on the East Coast. Like, I always wish I had more time to see more people, but it's hard. It's hard to get to everybody. It's hard to drive everywhere. We were like having long drives like all the time, like every couple of days.
Like 2-3 hour hauls.
And commuting when I did New York Fashion Week, like every day to New York from New Jersey. And it's just, it gets to be a lot, and I like wish that I had more energy to see more people and do more things, but it is what it is. And
just got to prioritize like family and certain things that we're there for.
That's the thing too, like when we're on the East Coast, we really have to prioritize both of our families. So friends kind of come second, as in like if it's convenient for them or us to see each other, to make our schedules open to them, because when I'm home in Maryland, like I want to just be with my parents usually, so I don't tend to reach out to, Julio has more friends in New Jersey than I have in Maryland, so
all my friends from Jersey are moving or have moved to different spots.
That's true.
They're in North Carolina, in New York. I made plans to see one or two of them, but even those fell through just the time. It didn't work out. So apologies if you're listening to this. I don't think the people I reached out to listen to this, but if you do, that's awesome. Thank you.
I know. Yeah. Tommy, if you're listening to this, I'm really sorry that we couldn't that we couldn't hang out and see you. I feel so bad every time I like miss seeing Tommy because
and he lives in Jersey now, right?
Yeah, he lives in Jersey now. He lives like near Olivia, but just when I was there at Olivia's, I was just so focused on New York Fashion Week and then just like dead when I came back to Jersey. So yeah, but Tommy, visit us, okay?
Everyone
visit. If you miss us, then visit us.
Come
in
to
LA, okay? Because it's a lot. It's family time when we're on the East Coast, so it's hard. It's hard to see friends.
Yeah.
But luckily we saw Luke and Lexi and all your friends because we went to your
that was nice to go to the wedding and see everyone in one place.
Yeah. Julio has a lot of friends from
growing up.
Yeah.
Made a couple friends lately, but yeah, most of my friends are from third grade. third to fifth grade.
I'm so jealous of that because all my best friends right now are people that I've met in the past 5 years here in LA. And maybe that's just because coming here, there are just more people like me here that have the same mindset and the same, maybe not goals, but are just, I don't know, in the same like headspace as me. And I relate to more than the people that I grew up with. Not to say that those people are not good. I'm like explaining this so terribly, but I don't have a lot of close friends that I grew up with because I don't think I was ever on the same page as like anyone I grew up with. Like I think there was a big like disconnect. I love the people that I grew up with and that I was friends with, but I think our like life trajectories or the way we grew up past high school was really different, and we're very different people.
I think that's normal. And I mean, for a lot of people that I knew in high school, I don't talk to most of them. Yeah. Because I think we've talked about it before, but I moved around a lot, so I went to a lot of different schools. But for some reason, the friends I made at the youngest grades, even when I moved away, I always found myself kind of hanging out with them, like getting a ride back to my old town to go hang out with them instead of, I didn't do well making friends in middle school, and then I did okay making friends sophomore year to graduation. Yeah. But the friends I made sophomore to graduation, we saw Mike, talked to Hardy. There's a couple of them. But most of that friend group, I would say, kind of, and the same thing. Like, I think I've talked with a couple of them on Facebook, and sure, I follow a lot of them on Instagram, and it's not like anything bad to grow apart. I think that happens to a lot of people. Distance obviously doesn't help with friendships that maybe weren't like solid when you leave. It's kind of hard to be like, oh, let me put effort into this friendship that, both of us are not going to be able to have a lot of like fruit from, in terms of just like social.
Yeah, distance definitely, I feel like, broke off a lot of my friendships that I had on the East Coast from Maryland and from North Carolina because just far, man, and people are busy. People have...
It's expensive to travel across the country.
It's expensive to travel, and it's a lot to keep up with people. So I don't know.
It's just tough. I think a lot of people experience difficulty maintaining and making friends. And I do feel very lucky that I've kept friends who, because of the time that we've known each other, we know each other so well. Yeah. But yeah, I definitely want to make some more friends that are just like in the same place physically that I am. Yeah. Because that, that can get kind of, as far as I know, I have like my friends who we support each other and we can count on each other for things, but there's not a lot of people I can call up and be like, hey, you want to just hang out
in the same geographical location. Yeah.
So, thankful for the ones we have made, but definitely want to keep going in that direction. Make some more friends. I got to put myself out there though. That's the other thing. Mm-hmm. I'm very, I'm not like shy, I don't think. But I like to keep to myself.
Yeah. I feel the same. I do feel like I'm kind of shy, I have a podcast, but like I'm kind of shy.
Yeah.
I feel like the most part I'm really shy like in uncomfortable environments for me. I don't know. I have really good girlfriends now, and I've never had good girlfriends like my whole life. Like I've never had like a solid girlfriend, and I don't know why that is. Or like a solid like friend in general. Like, oh my god, this sounds so bad if somebody's like listening to this and it's like, but we were friends. But like I don't.
You didn't feel like a deep connection.
Yeah, I didn't ever feel like me and another person were like on the same page. Someone I could tell every single thing to. Someone who wouldn't cheat on their boyfriend with mine. You know what I mean? Like I just.
Oh.
Tea.
Scandalous.
But like, but actually, like I just never like felt like I could trust somebody with like all of me. Which is insane because now I'm like trusting y'all, like this podcast audience, with all of me because I'm very vulnerable on here. But yeah, I feel like Esme, Nadira, Lexi, they're like my 3 best like girlfriends, and I could tell them anything and everything, and we would still be so close. And even when I don't talk to them for a long time or don't see them for a long time, like it's like we've been talking this whole time, you know what I mean? Like it's just a really like mature and understanding and loving relationship that is like unconditional love, you know, like nothing could ever make me not care about them or not want to be friends with them. And 2 of them, and then some of my other newer friends here in LA are photographers, so I really like being friends with other women photographers. We can learn from each other and like we have similar experiences, and I love that. And I love having like creative friends like Brooke too, like my stylist friend. Like I love having a group of like creative women around me, and I just feel like I've never really had that because I've never been friends with people who are similar to me because I just haven't found them. And I think I was just looking in the wrong places. I think in high school, middle school, elementary school, in college, I'm sure there was many people who were like me and creative and had similar like goals to me, but I just never was close with them. Maybe because we had other like huge differences, but I don't know. I feel good though with the relationships that I do have in my life right now. I just think I have a lot of people who are acquaintances or who are just friends, not like my best friends, that I wish I had more time for and I wish I had more space for in my life right now. But right now I'm just really focused on my career.
Yeah,
that it's hard to make time for people, to be honest. And it's not like I wish I would just hang out with my friends all day. I would hang out with people all day. I would be social not all week long, but like I need my alone time. But I have a job that I have one job that I have to be physically there for. I have other jobs that I have to be physically there for. And I just have a lot of jobs that are like really time consuming and require me to be alone with my computer editing. So yeah, didn't mean for this to like go on a little like rant about like adult friendships, but I think I will do a podcast episode soon that is all about adult friendships because I feel like I have a lot to say and I don't want to like mess it up how I'm doing right now, but I think it's something that like a lot of people struggle with, you know. And
yeah, definitely,
it's okay to not be friends with people that you don't necessarily like, or if you feel like a weird vibe from, or if you like don't like you should want to like have quality over quantity when it comes to friendships, especially as an adult, because you only have time, you only have energy for so many people.
Yeah.
And you have to give a lot to yourself during this period.
Straight up.
Yeah. Okay, anyways. So our East Coast trip was pretty nice. The wedding was really lovely. And yeah, and then we're going back November 5th is Olivia's wedding, so we're going back in November for a week. Actually, tomorrow when I hopefully put this podcast out, or Tuesday, but tomorrow my sister is 30. She
Congratulations.
turns 30 tomorrow. Isn't that crazy? Happy birthday, Olivia.
Happy
I know
birthday.
she sees it as such like a negative thing, and I'm like, oh my god, like it's
I
a
can't wait to be
milestone
30.
birthday. I know.
Well, no, I don't want to say that because I want to, be present for the rest of my 20s. But
no, totally.
I think every decade of life, if you're able to get there, there's positive, and I'm sure there's negative.
Survived.
But
yeah,
making it.
Yeah,
that's a whole lot to say. So.
Yeah, and she's definitely making it. She does a great job.
Living the dream.
She's living the dream. She probably would not say it like that, but
she wouldn't say it that way, but I feel like she knows it deep down.
Yeah, she knows.
Wants this.
Mm-hmm. This is what she wants. Yeah, to have a.
But that's why she's perfect for New York and New Jersey.
Exactly.
She's
got that. She's got that like rough edges.
I still have
mentality.
that. I have a nugget of that with me.
Right.
And it's good. I think it's good to have a healthy negativity. I don't know if that's the right wording.
Healthy amount of negativity to keep you going.
It's like earlier
in this
today.
Capitalistic society.
Yeah. Earlier today when I told you, I was like, oh yeah, I'm trying. I feel like I'm not doing enough or something, but I need to remind myself that we were away for 3 weeks and
I know, and I was
busy.
so proud of Julio for saying this. I'm like, wow, you're being so kind to yourself. Like, I'm so proud of you.
I was like, yeah, but I also should just be more focused and more disciplined and better. So
we all should.
That's what I'm
We're
saying. You give yourself some credit, right? Times are tough. If you're around the age that we're at, then this is a very transformative, constantly figuring things out, evolving kind of time of your life.
Mm-hmm.
And then also though, pick it up a little bit.
Yeah, you need a healthy amount of motivation, but not to the point where it's you're never happy with your life or you're never enjoying things because you're always I need to be better, I need to be stronger, richer, or grow.
Harder, better, faster, stronger.
Yeah, if you get obsessed with becoming better in every aspect that you can't even enjoy where you're at, that's a bit unhealthy. And I feel like that's the mentality that I hear a lot, the most. It's
the grind.
You should never, overall, you should want to become a better person, become better in whatever craft or job that you have, but
it's okay. All in all, you not work.
Yeah, exactly. But also, you can just chill, take time to just reflect and be present, and listen to this podcast, chill with us. You don't need to always be listening to Gary Vee and all these business podcasts or I'm just kidding. Gary Vee doesn't really advocate for that. He advocates for just being happy where you're at. Actually, I don't know why I just used him as an example because I know his ethos, but
he's still kind of annoying though.
He's still kind of annoying. I love Gary. I've met Gary Vee. I don't know if I've said that on this podcast before, but Gary Vee is a very nice human.
I'm sure he's a nice guy. I feel like if I met him, I wouldn't be like, oh fuck you, dude.
Yeah, no.
But only having overheard little certain things.
But the Gary Vee copycats or business coaches.
Oh yeah,
that
they're
are
worse.
You need to be doing this, need to have a 5 a.m. routine. It's just, it can be a little bit toxic, that hustle mentality.
Yeah. So that's not what we're on.
So
that's not
we are. Well, we're grinding. I would say I'm grinding right now, but I'm also grinding. I think at a healthy amount. I know when to give myself breaks. This past weekend was LA Fashion Week. I only went for 3-4 hours. On yesterday, Saturday. I didn't go Thursday, Friday. I'm not going today because I just free work that's what it is. It's work for free, and it can take a lot of out of you, as I've said before. But you gotta do what you gotta do sometimes. Sometimes you have to work for free, and that's fine. And that's what I did for New York Fashion Week, and you know what? It's great for my portfolio.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So we saw Olivia Wilde's Don't Worry, Don't Worry, oh my god, why is that such a tongue twister?
I don't think it is. I think you're just having trouble with it.
Don't Worry, Darling.
There you go.
Last Sunday, a week ago, and holy shit, it was kind of what I expected, but I think the concept, or no, I don't know.
I think it was
Initial thoughts.
It was an entertaining watch. Like while I was watching it, I was like, okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, that press interview where Harry is like, it feels my favorite thing about the movie is it feels like a movie, and it's like it's like I get that now. I get why he said it. It does feel like a movie. It does feel like when you step out of the theater. No, not even when you step out of the theater. When you're still in your seat and the credits are going, it feels like, oh, I don't want to get up because like I have so many questions and my head feels so heavy from all the questions that I now have about this movie and the ending, and I just want to talk about it, and that's all I want to do. Like that, in that way, I feel like it feels like a movie.
Yeah.
Feels like a
Sure. Yeah, I mean, I think I know what he was trying to say. He wasn't very articulate with it, but
it's okay. He's Harry Styles.
Yeah, he doesn't have to say anything. But I think the longer we were away from the movie, the more I was like, do I have questions about, like, ooh, what happened after? Like, what about the? I don't know. They felt more like plot hole questions as opposed to questions of like intrigue, if that makes sense. Like in Shutter Island, right? That movie is left open for you to be like, is he? If you haven't seen it yet, it's too late for you. This is a spoiler, but is he crazy? Is he actually a cop who's been, what's the word? Like brainwashed or like drugged or whatever. I didn't feel that way with Don't Worry Darling. I feel like the more questions we asked were like, oh yeah, that doesn't make sense. Or like they didn't do enough writing to like explain certain things.
Yeah, I feel like they didn't do enough showing what was going on in the real world or showing what the men were actually doing. Like I feel like it focused mostly on like Florence coming to about it, Florence Pugh's character coming to about like what was going on. But I feel like we as the audience should have had more clues as to what was going on with the men during the day. Like where were they? And like like it was kind of like understood like they went back to the real world so that they could like keep like the wife,
give them fluids and like
alive,
go to some part-time job.
Yeah. But I just wish
they spent a lot of time on the cinematics and the theatrics.
Yeah.
And like you said, they did like a lot of artsy takes on what Florence's, what's her character's name in it? Alice?
Yes.
No. Is it?
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if that's a reference to Alice in Wonderland.
Totally.
Probably. Yeah, they spend a lot of time on showing us what she sees in her mind with like the walls caving in and like the egg break and like all these little things that kind of hint to, oh, this isn't a real place. And I guess we should put a spoiler alert thing ahead of this. Yeah, I don't know. I think it was fine. I don't know if it should have gotten a 7-minute standing ovation at the film festival or whatever. Yeah. Like they were talking about it. But
we need a fucking movie about the drama behind the movie. That's what really would be a good movie.
What were some other questions? I feel like when we were talking about it, I was like, I mean, it's been a while since we've seen it, so it's a little less fresh in my mind, certain parts. But I don't know. I thought
Harry did like fine. A really like he looked so awful when they showed what he looked like in real life in the outside world. Like he looked.
I thought it was weird that he was randomly British in the inside, but he wasn't British on the outside.
I didn't notice that.
You didn't notice that? That's a weird detail.
Wait, that's so weird.
Like, why wasn't he just either British outside too, or regular English inside? Or not regular, American inside?
I don't know. But I expected to come away from this movie being like, okay, I get it. I get the Harry Styles obsession now. Like, I totally understand. But I really came away thinking like, or getting the Florence Pugh obsession. I was like, damn, she's fucking hot. Like, she's so beautiful. Like, I love her. Yeah, Harry not so much. But that's because of his like, well, I don't know. I just don't think he's my type. But
I feel like it could have been better. Maybe that's why I was a little let down.
Yeah, maybe? It could have been better. That's
close.
Such a
It was
awful
close. It was a good movie, but it could have been great.
But yeah, it could have been great.
Would you be mad if you found out that we weren't? Well, Emma afterwards, she was like, "Oh, now I don't know. Are you real? Are you actually holding me captive in some, shitty apartment in Philadelphia to put us in this simulation?"
Mm-hmm.
And I told them, I was like, your theory falls apart, because if I could put us in a simulation where life is perfect, why would we be in this apartment struggling?
I know, we'd be married.
Yeah. We'd be married, we'd have a house, we'd have a car.
Oh my God, that's another thing that I wanted to talk about last week. There's so many times where people will like DM me like, oh, I thought this was going to be a propose or an engagement announcement or like whatever. And when we did the proposal for Maya and Josh, when I did that shoot, people were like, oh, we thought it was you getting, or I thought it was you getting engaged. Listen, guys. I mean, I feel like we've said on this podcast before, like what our engagement is going to be like. And it's going to have the Eiffel Tower in the background. If you don't see the Eiffel Tower in the background of the picture, it's not our engagement, because I'm not saying yes. Right.
So we're going to be at Paris, Las Vegas. Yeah. And we'll be on the Strip, and it'll be really nice. We could do a quick 4-hour drive. It'll be a really lovely time, and you'll see the Eiffel Tower in the background, because that's on record. That's all that needs to be there.
I mean, it's totally innocent and harmless, like people being like, oh, I thought you were gonna get engaged, or like, when are you getting, even like asking like, when are you getting engaged? Like, it's so fine, I guess. I mean, it is weird to ask people that, but anyways, because like I never ask people that, now that I'm thinking. But whatever, we would already be engaged, married, whatever. Like we're not legally married, but we're pretty much married. Like,
did I tell you I thought about proposing to you like really early in our relationship?
Early? No, wait, what? You've never said this?
Did I never tell you this?
No. What?
I was thinking about proposing to you like when we were moving out to LA together after I graduated. I never told you this?
No.
This is live on the podcast?
You've never told me that. What the fuck? When? On a road trip? Were you gonna do it
before.
Where? At Elon? I
don't know, maybe. I was thinking about it.
Were you saving up for a ring?
I was looking at rings to see how much they cost.
Well, I remember we looked at rings one time, and I think we were looking at like Target or Walmart, and they were like $100. I'm like, oh yeah, that's fine. Just get me an $100 ring.
No, but yeah, I guess we were going on like our second year together, year and a half probably, and
2 years, and you wanted to propose?
Augusto could verify this because I talked to him. I was like, what should I do for a ring kind of thing. Yeah.
Was this true. Before Olivia started sending you?
She might have already sent me some potential rings. I think she might have already sent me that purple one. But yeah, it was on my mind. I thought about it, and I was almost going to go through with it.
What stopped you?
I don't know.
Me saying that I don't want to get married.
You might have still been. I mean, I think you had already started to say that you weren't like against it anymore.
Yeah.
Because I remember, I think that first summer after we made it through the summer, you started to say like, yeah, I don't think I want to get married, but like I'm not against it as much as I was.
Yeah, well, because when I ended my last relationship afterwards, like before Julio and I even started talking, I was like telling myself like I'm never gonna get married.
Yeah.
No way, that's not for me.
You were
like
telling
I
me
can't
that
trust
too.
Another man. I can't trust a man.
Yeah, you told me that several
That's not
times
like
in
me.
the beginning of our relationship.
Yeah, exactly.
So I was aware of it, and I was like, okay.
Yeah. Well, anyways, we like ask each other to marry each other like every day. Like we propose to each other like every day.
Pretty much, yeah.
So, yeah, we're like gonna be, if we get engaged, I want nobody to say like, oh, congrats, or like, oh, I believe in love, or like anything, anything like
You just can't control that.
Oh yeah, no, I can't.
People are gonna.
I can't, but I would
or
love.
just don't post about it. That's the only way it's gonna happen.
Yeah. But I would love if everyone was like, "Oh, congrats on the money you now have." Like,
What money?
the money that we'll have when we're at the place in life where we can get engaged.
Oh.
Because that's the only reason why we're not right now. Because well, it's like money is the same as like us chasing our dreams right now and us like focusing on our careers, where we're not focused on getting engaged and getting married. Like that's gonna be a very like different tax bracket of our life, you know?
I mean, hopefully not a tax bracket, but yeah,
Hopefully.
I just think
Hopefully. What do you mean?
I guess. I don't know. I'm just saying it.
What the fuck? I want to be in a higher tax bracket by the time we get engaged.
I mean, sure. But I wouldn't say our not getting engaged is strictly financial.
Okay, then what is it?
I don't know.
That's what it is, though. What do you mean?
I guess it's not like we're like broke. It's just
No,
I guess
no,
I guess you
no.
did say it. It's like the money we do bring in has to go to other things.
Yeah.
So
focusing on our career,
even though
investing in career.
we're saving a certain amount, sometimes it's being saved for other. It's like pre-spent.
Yeah.
Essentially.
Yeah.
So I guess in that way, yeah, it is pretty
It's
much
just
financial.
I think we should just put it as like it's not a priority in our lives at this moment.
No.
But it is definitely going to happen. Like it's
not, we have committed to each other.
It's not a question. Yeah.
That's not in question. The commitment to our relationship hasn't wavered.
Yeah.
Or won't waver.
So it's so funny to me when people are like surprised when they get engaged. Like I'm not gonna cry.
I think you will. Are you kidding me? You cry all the time.
Okay, maybe I will cry. But I'm not gonna be surprised. I'm gonna be like, oh yeah, the Eiffel Tower's right there. Like,
I know. I kind of hate that.
Man.
I gotta figure out a way to throw you off. I don't know what I'm gonna do.
It's fine. I just don't care if I'm thrown off or not, because
I know you don't care, but
I feel like we get engaged every single day.
Oh,
I
feel like I have to. I don't know what it is. I can't tell you what I would think would throw you off, because then you'll be like, oh, okay, that's what he's gonna do to throw me off.
Right.
But in my mind, I'm thinking already, like, how do I sneak up on the Eiffel Tower, kind of thing. You know? The good thing about Paris is that it's a very low, flat city. From everything I've heard, there's not like skyscrapers.
Right.
So we could be like miles away, and you could see it from if we're in the right position.
We should take a selfie, and then it's like the Eiffel Tower's in the back, like really, really small. It's like, hey guys, this is our engagement photo.
Exactly. Maybe that's how I'll get you. I'll find a good vantage point in Paris where you can see it.
That would actually be pretty funny.
But you're not there.
Mm-hmm.
Stay tuned.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, we haven't even left the country yet. We haven't even been on like a proper couples trip.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, again, you're already not surprised, but I kind of feel like when we do our Euro trip, I kind of like have to propose to you.
No, you don't.
When are we going to go back? We don't know.
All the time when we're in a higher tax bracket.
Not even. That's what I'm saying. Like the first time we go, I'm going to have to be like ready to propose to you.
I know.
Because we just don't know when it'll be again.
I know.
Hopefully you get booked for a Paris Fashion Week one of these days.
That would be dope. Yeah.
They probably wouldn't pay for anything though.
Probably not.
Unless, do Europeans have better pay standards for freelance photographers?
I don't know. I hope people know that. Like I'm like half kidding.
About what?
About the Eiffel Tower.
Half kidding.
I'm not. I mean,
what does that even mean? Half kidding.
Like, if you proposed to me not in front of the Eiffel Tower, like, I wouldn't say no. Really. Okay, maybe I would. Yeah. I think it would be so funny, though, if Julio proposed to me and I said no.
She would just do it for the laugh?
Yeah. I would be like, I'm not saying no until we're in front of the
You're not saying no until we're in front of the Eiffel Tower?
Yeah. What'd you say?
What did you say?
I said I'm saying no until we're in front of the Eiffel Tower.
Oh. I thought you said I'm not saying no until we're in front of the Eiffel Tower.
That hurts my brain.
We're not engaged right
We're
now.
not engaged. We're not getting engaged anytime soon. We'll probably legally get married before we even get engaged for healthcare reasons.
Yeah. I would like to rock a wedding ring though.
Yeah.
But I'll leave it open until it does, just in case, just to not excite people. Or we get little tattoos. That'd be nice.
Yeah, I want to get like Julio on my.
Your mom's gonna love that. On
my ring finger. Instead of a wedding band.
No, you should still get a wedding band, but we can do the tattoo as well.
Yeah.
That way, when you take the wedding band off, if you have to for certain things.
Yeah.
You know what? There was this Argentinian tennis player who used to wear his wedding ring on his neck, like as a necklace.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, if it's really expensive, I'm going to be really scared about, like, losing it.
It won't be.
Yeah.
Don't worry about that.
No, I told you, like, nothing more than $1,000. Like, it's
it'll be around there, probably.
Less than $1,000.
Because I want to get you a quality. It might not be extravagant, but I want it to be, quality material.
Yeah.
I want it to last a long time. Forever, one might say.
I can't believe, though, that you were seriously considering proposing to me. Damn. Yeah. What was I doing? I
am in love with you. Sorry. Jeez. Unbelievable.
That's so funny. I probably would have said no.
Really? Damn. Because I was like, oh, we're moving in together. We're chasing our dreams. Why not put a ring on it right now just to show like how committed I am.
Wow.
How much I want to make this work.
Aww.
Through all the ups and downs.
Aww.
But then I was like, I need the money.
So, yeah, when we get engaged, we will be much more financially ready for it. But right now, we're not. We're on a budget. But that doesn't mean that we stop going on dates or doing fun, cute things together.
Right.
So I want to just talk about some, like, fun, free dates that we have gone on.
Low-cost dates.
Or low-cost dates.
Nothing's free. It costs money to breathe.
Right, especially if you live in a big city like LA.
Yeah.
Like we went to the free comedy show last week.
Well, $6 for the fees.
And it was $6 for the fees to buy it, and then also you have to buy at least 2 things while you're there.
2 drink minimum.
2 drink minimum.
2 item minimum.
2 item, yeah.
You can get food.
Yeah.
But
there's no vegan food there.
I get Emma a bottle of water, and then I drink 3.
Yeah.
That's usually how we do it.
Going out or spending like quality time with your partner doesn't have to cost a lot. I mean, of course, you can just stay in and like watch something and cook at home, and that's like what we do a lot of times. Mm-hmm. Especially on weekends, I feel like we go out more during the week because I have less time to cook. Number 1, 2, I'm just tired.
Yeah.
And 3, I just like after work, I'm like, oh, I want to hang out. Like, I want to hang out.
I feel like that's the thing. During the week, we have our office jobs. Yeah. And we're already out, so we're like, all right, maybe we do something. We know we have a lot of traffic to kill time for. Yeah. So there's a lot of factors at play. But then because we're out and about and doing stuff during the week, I feel like that's why we appreciate just some time at home during the weekend. Because if you do stuff during the weekend, even if it's for fun, you still kind of feel like you haven't had a chance to like just
relax.
Chill.
Yeah.
Before the week starts.
Yeah,
you feel like you need a weekend for the weekend.
We like to chill, obviously.
I hear a lot of people say that too, where it's like if they do a lot of stuff over the weekend and then they have to come back to work, they feel like, I'm not like refreshed. It wasn't a weekend. Yeah, I didn't get a chance to breathe. Yeah, that's why I'm really good. I didn't go to LA Fashion Week on Friday, and I just like let myself breathe for a day. Yeah. And like today,
has been really chill. Just go on a long walk. I mean, that's a free thing. Going on walks. I love going on walks together.
You do love going on walks.
I love walks. I love driving to other neighborhoods so that we can go on long walks to spend quality time together. I mean, a lot of it is Julio complaining about exercising, but
that's why I did say you love walks. But I love you, so
Aww.
I'll walk. I feel like I go through this thing with the whole walking situation.
Okay, let's hear it.
You're like, I'm so sick of your shit, Julio.
No, it's fine. Go for it.
No, it's not about, I'm not going to complain.
Okay.
I'm not.
Okay. Let's hear it.
I know walking is good for you.
Right.
So in my mind, I know I'm complaining to you sometimes, like, oh, how much longer?
Are we there yet?
But like I said, I know it's good for me, and I don't really exercise. So I feel like it's hard for me to say, like, no fully to the walk.
Mm-hmm.
And we also live in downtown, so, like, unless it's, like, morning time or, like, noon, it's not really great for you to walk around alone.
Mm-hmm.
So then I'm also like, all right, what's my excuse? I'm lazy.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, we do go on walks. All that to say that.
We do go on walks.
But when we live somewhere, you know, real nice, I'll feel better about letting you walk outside by yourself.
When we're in a different tax bracket.
But no, yeah, it's good for me to get out there. I gotta do more exercise. Gotta find, maybe that can be another free date thing. We just
work out together. Yeah, working out together is a really good free date idea.
We have a gym in the apartment building that we don't use.
I know.
We used it one time together.
Here. Yeah.
We should, for the rest of the time that we're here, we should go.
We really should.
When we got back from the East Coast, I said that we were gonna go on a pre-wedding glow up diet, but we haven't.
Mm-mm.
I've glowed down significantly. I have gotten dimmer.
No, you haven't.
I have.
No, you haven't.
It's okay. It's totally okay. I have. I need to, like we said earlier, I gotta kick it up. I gotta do a little better. I've glowed down, and the way I know that is that the clothes I have doesn't fit me the way that I remember it did when I got it.
Okay, well, having a glow down or up isn't all about losing weight.
No, but I'm also thinking about this financially, and I need to lose weight so I don't have to buy all new clothes.
I know, that's a thing too. Like, I'd be so fine, like, gaining weight, but I don't want to. Then I go to my closet, I'm like, okay, nothing fits me. Like, I need to just, like, maintain or, like, lose a little weight, because
that's the thing. It's fine. I don't want to lose, like, 25 pounds or anything. Like, I'm not trying to, like, get super, like, whatever. I just want my pants to fit a little more comfortably.
Yeah, I feel that.
And I feel like I usually have, like, a range, you know, like some pants that are looser, some pants that are tighter, but I can get through the day.
I think we all do.
You know,
it's very
we
relatable.
all know which pants kind of fit into what realm.
Yeah.
But right now, I feel like all my pants are on the tighter side. Like, all of them. Even the ones that used to be in the looser realm, you know? So, yeah. I just want...
Okay, from my perspective, you look the same. But
thanks. But
I know you're the only one who can really feel that, so...
Yeah, like I said, I haven't gained, like, 50, 100 pounds. Even if I did, that'd be fine. It's just, like I said, I don't want to buy new clothes. And I like the clothes. Yeah, I like the clothes I have. I just want to have it be more comfortable.
So that's another way to save money.
Yeah.
Not gain a ton of weight so you don't have to buy new clothes.
Stay in the same weight bracket.
Staying in the same weight bracket, yeah.
I saw a TikTok about that where it was like gaining and losing the same 5 to 10 pounds. That's just this, like, vicious cycle.
Yeah.
And it's pretty much what I've done for the last, like, since college.
For sure. This week we can, like, go to the gym after work and stuff.
Pump some iron, do some body weight training, you know.
Yeah.
Push-ups, sit-ups.
But
just to get healthier.
Right.
That's all. Feel better.
Yeah.
Why are you laughing?
No, I'm glad that you're recognizing.
I've recognized this many times. The problem is the follow through.
Right.
Because I don't have a positive experience when I exercise. because I'm so out of shape.
Right.
But I know that I need to get over that. Like literally, like work through it.
Do you want me to push you?
I think so. I think
never
I would
really push. Like I don't really care what Julio. Not that I don't care what he looks like, but like I don't care that you're not into
you're
exercise.
very accepting.
I'm very accepting. Yeah. Well, I've dated people in the past who are like super into working out and they're just fucking annoying about it. So I never want to be annoying about
and I'm accepting of the fact that you like to work out more.
Yeah.
I mean, it'd be pretty shitty of me to be like,
yeah. Yeah. I mean, I'm accepting that you don't like to work out, but I also want us to live long together.
I told you when we first met that I was dying young, though. I told you that immediately.
Don't say that. Please don't say that. Stop. That's so sad. Don't say that.
Oh my God.
You're not dying young. I thought you were gonna say dying before me. You said that. Oh,
definitely that.
I don't want you to die young.
Young-ish. I'm joking. It's a dark joke, I know. I'm sorry.
It's a really dark. I did not like that. That was not chill.
It's not.
Apologize.
I'm not
apologize to the audience
I'm not gonna try to die.
Okay, let's move on. It's dark. I don't want to think about you dying before me. At least you're vegan.
I guess.
But that doesn't really mean veganism does not mean healthy.
Exhibit A.
Yeah, exhibit A. And B. I eat like shit a lot.
But you're healthier. You crave health. I feel like you've gotten your body to a point where when you don't eat healthy,
it knows.
Yeah. That was always amazing to me. The way you would be so like sensitive to food. I'd be like, that's crazy. I can eat the worst food. I can skip a whole day of eating and just live off caffeine when I met you.
Yeah.
And I would be I mean not fine, like objectively, scientifically not fine, but like I'd be fine.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But then I caught on to that early where like you really need to have a solid regimen or else it like really
I need my greens, balance, I need fruit, I need vegetables, I need tofu. I don't know, my body's like really sensitive to like junk food.
Yeah, but what were we talking about? Free dates.
Yeah, I don't know how free dates got us to health section. Yeah,
and obviously like we're just talking about what works for us, like
right.
Everyone, you gotta that's what we're going through right now. We're both finding, and it changes all the time. Like,
yeah,
I know.
And I don't know if that's interesting. I feel like there's many other podcasts that you go.
Yeah, let's change the subject. We're done with that.
Like, what is actually healthy and like how actually to get in shape and all that stuff. And like we're just not I'm not an expert.
Far from it.
I'm far from an expert.
We're just people.
Yeah.
Barely.
Yeah, and again, like veganism is not a diet at all. So. I hate when people are like, oh, you must be so healthy. No. I mean, yeah, but like, it's not because I'm vegan.
Yeah.
I mean, it kind of is in a way, but like, not really. I don't know. It's just.
All good.
Free dates. So exercise is one. Going to the park and reading together.
Mm-hmm.
And just vibing together. Okay, we're actually going to go on a free date today.
Cheap date.
A cheap date because we're still using gas.
Yeah, we'll have to drive.
Nothing is ever really free. Even when we're hanging out in our apartment, we pay for the apartment. We pay rent.
We sure do.
Rent. But we need to save money. Like we said earlier, we have different priorities now that aren't an engagement ring or a wedding.
Right.
Our priorities right now are moving out of this apartment, finding a new apartment by the end of the year, and also buying a car together sometime next year. So
yeah,
those are our and
going
to Europe. Yeah. Which you don't have to propose to me on our first trip to Europe. Don't think that you have to.
Yeah. Well, all right. Yeah, but our free day tonight is going for just a drive.
Yeah.
Just drive around and listen to some music that we haven't listened to, that we have meant to, and talk if something comes to mind. and go to a nice viewpoint towards the end of the drive and hang out.
I have to finish some film rolls that I have from yesterday from LA Fashion Week.
Yeah, so we'll do that.
Yeah.
What else?
This isn't a free date, but I just wanted to mention that I met some cool people yesterday.
Oh, who'd you meet?
I met Cynthia.
Is anyone going to know who the other 3 people are?
Nobody is going to know these people that listen to this podcast, but I'm just going to say it in case one of you knows who the fuck I'm talking about.
Okay.
But I met Cynthia Parker. She was walking for Revice Denim, and she's like a TikToker. She's really cute. And also Morgan Cohen, who is also a TikToker. And she is, I don't know what her other half is, but she's half Vietnamese as well. Mm. And she was they were both so fucking cute and so nice and so pretty and so lovely. So hopefully I shot film, so have no idea what the pictures look like, but I hope that I got some good pictures of them. And then I met Nessa Barrett. Nobody knows who that is.
There's a better chance that at least one other person knows, but
yeah, I met Nessa Barrett, and
she's also a TikToker.
She is also a TikToker, but she's a musician, and her songs are really great, and her music videos are cool, and I love her vibe and her aesthetic, and I really like all 3 of them. All 3 of them are friends. But yeah, I met them, and yeah, Nessa was so sweet. I want to document every time that I like meet someone, like an influencer or celebrity on this podcast, so I remember. But yeah, they were all very nice. What if I meet someone and they're just a dick? And I'm like,
I mean, it's bound to happen. I was thinking we could just play music together.
Oh yeah.
You are also a musician on top of being this talented multi-hyphenate visual artist as well. Emma, as many of you may know, is also a great singer-songwriter. And you play guitar and piano. So, yeah, it'd be cool to do that together more. I mean, I'm practicing and doing my bullshit. I love
playing music with Julio. It's really nice.
Yeah.
Because I think just gave up on my dreams of being a musician, like when I went to college.
R.I.P.
And yeah, I was just focused on other art forms, or like I have been. And yeah, I really like singing. I mostly really just love writing songs. Like, it's just therapy for me. I don't really do it for other people to listen. I just do it to like get my thoughts out. But
that's the purest form, though.
Yeah.
Whenever you hear interviews with like pop stars or anyone, they're like, this song saved me, and I write for me.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you're on your way.
Right, but like I'm not trying to be famous in that way. Like, I want to be an iconic photographer.
You got to look out though, because not wanting to be famous is often like so attractive to people.
No, but
I mean, anti-star.
Yeah, like, but I want my photos to be famous. I don't want me to be famous. I want like my photos to be like the ones that celebrity want.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, you'll be famous for both, so it's okay.
No, but Julio will be famous for his music because it's absolutely fire, and I write a lot of it, so it's really good. Or I'm just
Emma
biased.
has been helping with lyrics lately.
Yeah, I love writing for Julio. I love writing songs about myself for you to sing. So those are some free date ideas. I would love to know what ideas you guys have for free dates if you go on free dates, or not even like dates, just like free things you do by yourself, like if you take yourself on dates, because you don't need to have somebody to do cute things for yourself.
That's right.
Or cute things that you do with friends that are free, and free is like just low cost. Like, I would say like a really good idea, a fun idea for a group of friends in LA is to go to the Getty, because you just have to pay for parking unless you Uber there. But the museum itself is free, and you can just like walk around the gardens. Like, I always see groups of friends there, and they're just It's so aesthetic.
It's
Take
having
pictures.
little main character moments.
Yeah, the Getty is a beautiful place. I'm so blessed to have a job there right now. But yeah, that's another date idea for people in LA, to go to the Getty. And yeah, hit me up if you go there anytime Monday to Thursday.
Yeah. Give Emma free date ideas and then also music suggestions for our drives.
Yes. Yeah. Let's have that be the main question of this. The main question that you guys need to get back to me about. Just kidding.
You're not kidding. Hold the line.
No, you don't have to. But if you want to, please send me DM NMJC podcast on Instagram or DM me Thrima on Instagram your favorite song right now or your favorite artist right now, whichever one, or your favorite album, just what you are enjoying listening to right now.
Okay.
In the music world.
That's right.
Yeah, let us know and we'll factor it into our next long music drive.
I think I know what I'm going to pick for today's drive.
Yeah, wait, let's share what we're picking for today.
Do you know what you're picking? Do you want me to go first? You can think about it?
Yeah, you go first.
I don't know specifically which album, but I want to listen to Dijon.
I want to listen to Dijon too.
I know Mustard. I know a couple of his songs, and just like everything I've seen from him in clips is always like really cool. So yeah, I want to just kind of dig into that.
Nice.
Pick an album and just listen.
Nice.
That's my pick for today. What's yours? And it can be something that it can be anything. Like you could pick a Nessa Barrett album.
No, I know.
You know what I mean? Like this is open, non-judgment listening drives.
Right. Well, Julio's actually going to a festival at the end of the month in Vegas. It's called When We Were Young. You probably heard of it, but it has a bunch of like music that I used to listen to in middle school, like a lot of bands like Dashboard Confessional and Mayday Parade and Paramore and then Nessa Barrett is performing and Jaden Hostler. So I think I might just like show you some of my favorite songs from like the people that are going to be performing at that festival, because I'm like living vicariously through you, because I feel like I like a lot more of the music that's going to be there than Julio, but I'm excited for you.
Yeah, no, I feel a little guilty that I'm going instead of you.
You should.
And yeah, there's artists there that I'm definitely, excited to see, but I feel like I only dipped my toe into the whole punk, at least punk of that era. So yeah, obviously I'm really excited for Paramore, and a lot of those bands that are going to be there. But I know you're way more of that. You are way more into it.
Yeah.
So, Avril Lavigne.
Oh my God. I loved Avril Lavigne growing up.
So yeah, again, sorry, but I'm excited to have you give me a selection so I can be more prepared for the rotation.
Yeah. I'm excited too.
Let us know what you got.
Yes.
Listeners.
All genres are open. We are not those, well, at least I'm not that person that's like, I like everything except for country. Like if it's a country album, song, person, give it to us, because I love country music. I used to listen to it so much more than I listen to it now.
Yeah, I like some country music, but not like Luke Bryan.
Yeah, maybe not Luke Bryan, but
or like Morgan Wallen, or like Florida
that's
Georgia
a guy,
Line.
right? Because I always hear that name, but I think it's a guy, right?
Yeah, he's like a younger country guy.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, whatever. Send us anything. It's all fair game.
Yes.
And we'll let you know if your music taste is trash.
No. I think we have a lot of pride about our music taste. I would say that mine is better than Julio's, but I also don't judge anybody for having different music tastes than me. I just think mine's the best. But I think everybody thinks that theirs is the best. And I think that's how it should be, because you should think that the music that you listen to is the best music, so that you enjoy your life.
A lot of people don't even really have opinions on music, which is crazy.
I know.
Like, I think about music every minute.
Right.
It's one of the only things I think about.
Yeah.
It's like You, music,
food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's always crazy for me to remember that, like, for a lot of people, music is just like something that's out
noise.
There.
Yeah.
It fills the space.
Yeah.
But you know, I think that we have music lovers who listen to this podcast. Oops.
Yeah, I also noticed that like what you listen to really like reflects in your life. Like if I'm listening to like a lot of sad music, like I'll be really sad. Yeah. And I'll get into like unnecessary arguments with Julio because like I feel sad about relationship stuff when I like don't have to.
One time I tweeted that I was listening to a lot of like Frank Ocean, or that Godspeed was stuck in my head or something. And I was like, but I promise I'm not depressed or something. And then Cam responded to it. I was like, you sure?
I know.
I think it's true. Whatever you're listening to does kind of like, if you look back, you'll probably be like, oh yeah, I was going through a hard time.
Yeah.
When I was listening to Frank Ocean on repeat.
Yeah. I was like when Blonde came out was when I was working in New York City, like being a production assistant. It was the year was 2016 after I graduated from college. And I whenever I hear that, I so vividly remember like being on the mega bus between like Baltimore and New York City, being on the subway, just fucking driving trucks around Manhattan. Like I just have such like strong visuals of my life during that time when I was listening to that album. And then when Control came out, SZA's album, I was working on Sony Pictures lot, and I was just listening to that like my entire job there, and it really, I don't know, it helped me through that kind of, not a dark period, but just like a very like a grinding period of my life. And yeah. And then when I had this like Glendon job, or when I had my finance firm job in the beginning of summer, or like April to June, I was listening to
It's Almost Dry.
I was listening to It's Almost Dry every day, and that was like, I don't know, it was giving me life.
Hustler
It was giving
vibes,
me like a
know?
life hustler mentality during that time, and it was great. So
that album's all about, just winning and not caring.
Yeah. Yeah. So you really like the what you listen to really affects like your whole reality, I think. I don't know if you let it, maybe. But
which one is it? Does art imitate life, or does life imitate art? We'll never know.
Yeah, I mean, I think it can be both.
Yeah, it's a bit of a cycle.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but music itself is just a very universal language, and it can, be very relatable.
Stevie Wonder said it.
What?
He said, music is a world within itself.
Yeah.
With a language we all understand.
Mm-hmm. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. And we'll end it there.
That's a great spot.
All right. Thank you guys so much for listening. Sorry that it took us a couple weeks to get a podcast together with the both of us. We just have chaotic schedules right now, but appreciate you listening to this one. Next week will probably be a solo one. So sorry. But
thanks for letting me crash.
Of course.
It'll be mostly you.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's fun to be here. Hope I wasn't annoying.
No. I love you. Love you.
Too.
Love you all. And have an amazing day, week, whatever day it is for you. And yeah.
Peace.
Thanks for chilling.
Nothing much, just a chillin'.